What about you? Single till death or bang a guy in your friend zone?
I would say single so I can die with dignity.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how little respect girls have for guys in the friend zone. All right, what about you?
Same, single.
Damn. What about you?
I prefer my hands.
Oh shit, Pamela.
See you fucking losers out there that sit there in the friend zone. That's how little these girls respect you,
For
man. God
years,
damn.
by the way.
Holy. All right, who's
Okay.
up next?
Buff
Look
alien.
at this fucking busted ass panel. These bitches look like they actually got kicked off Epstein's Island for looking like Moe's ass crack after Taco Bell.
What the fuck?
I wouldn't even smash their gargoyle with Chris's dick. Even Jesus is praying for them. God damn.
Wow, bro.
Damn,
Yeah,
nigga, relax.
Chris, you got anything you want to say back
Respond to him?
He was so smashed, man.
Can we see a picture of him though?
Exactly.
Like, I really want to know what buff alien looks like. Like,
Above alien.
Buff Alien, drop your Instagram,
okay.
nigga.
Yeah,
okay.
Drop your Instagram,
Aliens
bro.
must not. They must have different.
Buff
tastes.
Aliens. Yo,
Yeah.
Buff Alien, drop your Instagram, bro.
If you're a real
Don't be
G,
scared. If you're a real G,
just
drop your
drop it, bro.
Instagram, bro.
Yeah.
Drop your Instagram. A lot of y'all like to talk shit behind the keyboard. We'd like to see what some of y'all look like, bro. This would be hilarious. What about you, Miss Wisconsin? What are you doing?
I mean, I don't know.
What do you know, man?
Like,
Bruh, you can't
I
come
would
on with no answers.
I'll be honest. I would probably stay and then, maybe a lie detector test and
Okay.
see who's lying. Maybe
If you have one.
if we have one, yes. We'd have to bring him on this podcast.
You what?
All right.
All right, man.
She ain't got no answers, bro.
Yo,
She's the
imagine-
definition of you ain't
Yo,
got the answer, Sway.
I met her at a model pageant.
Bro.
Miss Wisconsin, what do you think about the world's hunger? I don't know. What do you think about like life itself? I don't know.
Well, those are easier to answer, like
really?
than
Really?
these questions.
Really?
How do you end world hunger?
But you just
I don't know.
hate everyone.
I don't know.
Like,
You funny nigga. All right, cool.
Oh, Lee.
What about you?
Right.
Oh, Lee.
That's why women vote. I'm telling y'all, man, a woman's vote should always be 50%, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. All right, what about you?
Colombia.
See, they make fun of Chris, too, bro.
That's
That's overdose.
Chris, that's you, man.
Nigga, that's you, bro. I don't even know. I really do not even know, bro.
Ladies, would you rather be with a loyal man making 50K a year or a man making 500K per year that you know will cheat?
Okay.
Why they try Chris like that, bro?
Yo, Derek, what's going on right now?
Yeah.
Okay, question, ladies. Or you want me to just move on?
I'll answer that one.
Okay.
Well, I would
Oh, you got an
take.
answer.
I don't know. I'll answer it. So I believe in love. Like, maybe this generation doesn't believe in that anymore, but I do. And what I would say is I would take the 50K guy and then just make the money, like make more money, be successful. And that's it.
So you would take care of him.
Well, I think also too, why not like start a business together and then you both can make more money.
So so hold on, you're gonna bring him up from nothing to something. Right?
Yeah, like be a partnership, like be a team. Yeah. Right? Like
Everyone says start a business if it's
There's
easy.
plenty of men out there right now making 50K a year. Why are you single?
because like I said, I believe in love. And
Love is free.
you know,
right?
but I just haven't like
They work out.
you know, gotten in the relationship like where I'm feel like you know, good connection. So we'll see. I don't know. But I don't know. I think you should marry and date for love, not for money.
Bro, you're a lost man.
I think.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right.
Oh my god. What about you? Okay.
I think it's important to communicate and be on the same page about what you want in life as far as careers and kids and family and things of that nature, because I think like from my last relationship, he wanted to just be kind of a 9-to-5 guy, and I am more not, you know, I'm more like into doing
Free spirit,
big,
entrepreneur.
yeah, exactly. So I think it's important to be on the same page about that, and I do think it can work still if you have that support as well. I think it's important to support each other's goals and to work together as a team. I think that's really important. So yeah, I think just making sure that you support each other and what you want to do, and that you sort of have maybe you don't have the same exact vision, but you are both on board with your visions for the future.
Got it.
Yeah.
That was a plane ride. All right, what about you?
What about you?
No, because I just dump them like right away if they just like don't
What makes you dump them?
deliver like they
Deliver
don't
what?
they're not taking me to dinner and treating me right, then then goodbye,
What's
sir.
the point?
So the point is situationships are like a waste of time.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
But have you ever been in one though? You have
No.
been. You just dumped them right away.
well, I mean, if you call that a situationship, sure,
okay.
I guess.
What about you? You never had like a situationship with none of your guys ever?
I don't know. I don't think
Place
so.
it fine.
I don't take it that serious.
Yo,
No. Bro, she
Oh, like a
bro.
dude, bruh.
Ice Queen, the Frost Demon.
All right. What about you? Have you ever been in a situationship, Miss Puerto Rico?
Define.
A fling.
Yeah.
A guy you're just smashing.
You guys see
fun.
each other, maybe like you don't know where it is, kind of.
Yes.
Up in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts on that?
It's a waste of time.
Okay.
Mm.
What about you?
The same is a waste of time.
Interesting. But you have been.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I have, but it all like quit when they realized I was a virgin.
Oh.
Like I didn't want to give nothing.
And then they just left.
Like they want to be friends, Like maybe I was in a situationship,
Yeah.
but we were like acting like we are like in like a relationship.
Yep.
But then I'm like, no, I don't want to do nothing. I want to kiss, like, not even. I barely kiss because kisses is so like a
It's too
meaningful
deep.
thing. But then I'm like, nah, we should rather be friends. If you just want to fuck, then no.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Have you ever been in a situation where you got what you wanted, but the guy didn't? I guess that's an example, right? They wanted sex and they didn't get it, but you still got the relationship.
What?
Have you ever been in a situation where you got what you wanted, but the guy didn't get anything out of it?
Yeah, many times.
Yeah,
All
just
the
like
time.
that. Okay. What about you?
Same.
Yes?
100%.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about you?
What was the
Have you ever been in a situationship where you got everything out of the guy, but you didn't get he didn't get anything back?
no?
Got the
I'm
cap.
like, I feel like every like relationship, situationship, I feel like it was pretty
Mutual.
yeah, because I reciprocate like the same energy they come with. So
What did you give him, and what did he
much.
give you then in the last one?
Ooh.
Sex.
I don't know.
I don't know. What the?
We'll come back to that.
No. I mean, did he pay
Like,
for dinners?
Yeah, like we like split.
Did you pay for dinners?
Yeah.
She said split.
Yeah, I would say like we, like sometimes I would pay for something and then he would pay.
Do you prefer a guy to pay for you or split the bill?
Well, I think early on in dating, I'm more traditional, so I think the man should like pay for the first few dates, and then I think it's fair once you're like actually in a relationship to split things. But I think like
What?
I don't know. I
Yo,
That's a
oh my
theme.
god.
yeah, I
That's a
think
theme
like
for her. I
early
don't know.
on,
Your
early
name-
I
on
don't
the
know.
guy.
Initially,
Your
I want
name
him
is
to do
I
everything.
don't know Kayla. How about that?
Early on, the guy should pay, and then split it. Like
But-
once you're
So,
more,
but why should he pay
acquainted.
early on, then split it afterwards?
yeah, like the guy should pay early on, and then once you're more acclimated, then you can split. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
How many guys have you broken up with versus how many have broken up with you?
Well, I've only been in one serious relationship, so I broke
Only
up.
one?
Yeah,
How long were y'all together?
7 years.
Oh shit.
oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
from what age to what age?
from like 20 to 28.
Why'd you break up with him?
Well, yeah. Because we just were kind of grew apart. I think like we started dating when I was pretty young, and we just grew apart, and now he's engaged.
Oh, good for him.
So I'm happy for him.
Yeah, good for him.
And
He chose better.
Yeah, yeah, but,
well, I wouldn't say he chose better,
yeah, he's engaged.
but he chose better for himself. And you know, that's what I'm saying.
Himself, yeah, for
Yeah, for
himself.
himself. His
That's
whole
what I'm-
family and
Is
everything.
how old is his girl?
I don't know. I think probably
You know.
You
no,
know.
I don't know actually. I think 32
Oh, okay.
maybe. I think she's 32 or
Older than
30
you.
31.
Bro, she's 29, bro. She capping.
Did you end up making more money than him?
Oh, did you end up making more money than him? Yours?
Well, not maybe.
Okay. I love when girls say we grew apart. Yeah, financially I grew apart. Yeah, that's what you mean by that. Okay. What about you? How many guys have you broken up with versus how many guys have broke up with you?
2. I broke up with him.
You both of them, you ended them?
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you end them?
I got tired.
Was one of them your baby daddy?
Yes.
Why'd you break up with him?
I don't want to discuss that.
Was he a brokey?
Oh yeah, he's broke.
There you
That's
go.
for sure.
That's a
And
big
you give him a kid?
Give me a kid? That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's loca.
But why? Why?
What can I say?
Daddy.
one. Nigga said that's loca.
That's loca.
Fuck, man. Okay, so why'd you break up with the other guy then?
It was just not a click. It was just not there.
What does not there mean?
We just grew apart.
Oh.
You see?
Yeah, what made you grow apart?
Ejaculate, evacuate.
We had different interests, you know. He was a party person, I'm not a party person, and it was just not working out.
Wasn't ambitious.
Did he make money? Was he successful?
Oh, yes.
He was.
He was loaded.
How old was he?
A little older than me.
Maybe he didn't have the ability to enjoy his life when he was younger and he wanted to enjoy it then? Is that why?
Probably. I always say he was going through some, like, midlife crisis, early midlife crisis or
Did you actually
something.
like him though? Like really like him? Like love him?
I don't know if I loved him, but I
She's
liked
turn,
him.
Yeah, he's turned on. Yeah.
Got
Would you say midlife crisis or was it him just realizing his value?
Oh, no, he knew he was shit.
And you still fucked him.
How do you know he, I'm confused. How do you know he was shit?
He was a constant depressed individual.
Was he like doing drugs and shit?
Yes, and that's why, yeah, I'm not into partying like that, and that was his lifestyle.
It's the whole
and it was
lifestyle,
like,
yeah. It
and I was
involves
like,
that most of the time.
That's a no. You know?
Yeah, but she still gave him a kid though. Or
No,
still
no, no.
dated
That's
him.
not. That's
no.
somebody else.
But you still dated him though.
Did
So,
he
baby daddy, and then this dude, right?
Correct.
This guy. Okay. What did he do?
He
Or
owned
was he a trust fund baby?
Promoter.
That's what I was thinking.
What?
Was he a trust fund baby, or
No.
because normally guys that are successful like that don't like do drugs like that?
Oh, he owned a plant company.
Oh,
Marijuana plants.
No, like real plant, like a nursing.
Flower shop?
Yeah, yeah. Like he supplied to Home Depot, Walmart, things like that.
Okay.
Like
Alright.
actual plants.
If you had to choose between a broke guy, a guy with money, what would you choose now? Just if everything was the same.
It's complicated, but I think I will go with the broke guy.
Damn.
bro,
I know
it's
it's
why.
crazy.
It's why you single.
Why aren't you with the
Well,
baby daddy then? If he was a brokey.
With 2 kids.
Let's not talk about that.
What the? Wait, did he hit you?
Who?
Your baby daddy.
I am not gonna. I'm not gonna talk about that. Absolutely not.
It's just rumble, man.
Okay.
All right. What about you? How many relationships have you been in, and how many did you end?
Officially,
Yeah, officially.
2
Okay.
elections, and in the both of ones, the men's left me.
Okay. Why'd they leave you?
The first one, it was a toxic relationship when I didn't have self-love. So he took the decision to leave me because he was, he knows that he was hurting me in some high dips. So he,
Was
He
he
left
cheating
me.
on you?
yep,
Okay. So he left you because he wanted other girls.
yep.
Okay. And then the other guy?
He was a boyfriend that I have in a pandemic situation, so he left me because the distance. I was in Colombia and he was here in USA.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And then what about you?
Yeah.
Is the guy now that's in Iceland waiting for you?
He blocked me before I came. No,
Oh,
I'm joking.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
So he
alright.
doesn't like you being in Miami.
Yeah, yeah, it's much
No,
money, man.
let me say. Let me explain.
Hey, shout out to Auckland niggas, man. Come on,
No, let me
man.
explain. This
They
guy.
know what's up.
I need to explain. This
ahead.
guy. We were in a situationship like 1 year ago, but I didn't like him anymore. Like I didn't want to give up sex. And then, like, he was always trying to see me, but I'm like, no, I'm busy. But he's, like, spamming me every day, and I think it's so annoying when guys act like some girls. Like, they're showing too much, like, being, like, attached, like, it's so annoying.
Clingy.
Yeah, clingy. Like, it makes me lose interest in you. I lost interest in him after, like, 3 months, and it's now, like, 1 year later. And he blocked me before because I didn't want to see him. So, okay, I see your, like, what you're trying to do now, like, your point, like.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's had you blocked for a year now.
Like, no. Like, he was always trying to see me, but I wasn't feeling it because I don't like
Yeah, and then he
guys.
blocked you.
He just said, I see what the point you're coming across. Like, you don't like me like that.
Okay,
Like, it took like a year for him
It took
to
a year
get.
for him to realize that she doesn't like him.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you're blocked.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm kind of
She don't care.
happy. I'm happy that he blocked me.
Okay.
Are you
All
happy
right.
because your voice? I thought you were about to cry, dog. I'm happy. You sure you happy?
What? No.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
What about you?
Well,
Cold-blooded.
in this case, at first I was more attached kind of earlier on, but then as I spent more time with this person, I started to realize like that he wasn't the best option for me. So
What made you realize that?
he just like, okay, so like he was living in Wisconsin and I lived in New York. So I met him like out when I was out in Wisconsin, like with my friends, and we met, and like, you know, how you meet people at like the bar or the club.
Yeah.
So we met there, and then I went back to New York, and like he would come to visit me in New York sometimes. But yeah, like earlier on, I was more attached, but then I realized like I just felt like I couldn't trust him, and there were just some things
He was
that
cheating, huh?
I mean, we weren't in a relationship, so we were never like exclusive, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, like
Nah,
What
man,
made you not trust him?
just like his vibe. I don't know.
Man, she was cheating because rich niggas in New York, so you know, Wisconsin.
He's from Wisconsin though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but she lived in New York though, right?
Yeah.
So you met other niggas.
But you were probably
But-
seeing other guys too though.
No, I wasn't at
But-
first. No,
You've seen it, yeah, at first.
at first, but then I realized like I couldn't
Money.
really trust him. I felt so. Then I downloaded Hinge.
So you think that he had other women?
I think so. I mean, I don't.
Did you ever ask
I
him?
can't confirm.
So you never even asked him?
No, because like I said, I couldn't really trust him.
So you don't know.
So I don't know.
So you just assumed and just downloaded Hinge.
She downloaded Hinge.
So on a hunch, she downloaded Hinge.
Yeah.
She switched that.
She became unhinged.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh.
And it got a hinge.
All right. So
Yeah.
sorry, you were
Cool.
saying. Go ahead. Continue on.
So then,
Isn't it amazing to listen to female logic?
Yeah.
well,
You know, I was at the
okay,
bar in
like
New York.
in his Snapchats, he would post like he posted like on Halloween in his Snapchat story, he was like holding this girl who was like half naked, like picking her up in his like Snapchats. So like I can't trust. I
mean,
don't know. It just was. Why would you do
You
that?
fuck every guy that picks you up?
No.
okay.
But,
So-
like, I don't know. Like it was just. It made me feel
So instead of like
Weird.
asking about it, you just downloaded Hinge and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go out with some niggas in New York
Yeah.
City."
yeah,
basically.
Yeah. Exactly, bro. I told
You
her.
what?
Stupid.
Wow.
Bro, she went to bars by herself. You know, some guy was picking her up, man. She's
No,
like,
I was with my
this
friends.
nigga makes money. I'm sure guys still hit on you in the bars. Correct?
Yeah, but
I know.
like girls don't just like go out to be like, hey, I wanna
I know.
hook up with some
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
today. We're more so like we're more emotional. We need that like emotional connection.
Emotional
At
dick.
least
course.
me.
Emotional
I'm not
dick, bro.
speaking for every woman, but
How long were you
that's-
talking to this guy for?
This was like a year.
So you threw away a year because he picked up some bitches on Halloween?
There were some other things.
Halloween, bro.
Some other signs.
Some
What
other
else?
like
What else?
he would like be texting me like consistently, but then he would go like
Ghost.
kind of yeah, like stuff like that, and then but then he would like
Had to work.
Snapchat me or something, and it's like I don't know, it just felt like I just didn't feel right to me, so I stopped talking to him, and then that's when like when I pulled back, like he got like really attached. I mean, I don't know if in his mind he thought that he was attached, but I think it was because like he wouldn't like leave me alone. So then I had to block him. But in my defense, he was like just sending me inappropriate stuff too. Like he was sending me like naked
Pictures of himself?
pictures. Yeah, and I just like
you in my sights.
Isn't that like your,
okay, like
like a guy?
first of all, well, if you haven't messaged me to see how I'm doing in 2 weeks and then you're just sending me like a dick pic, that's like
I mean that.
just so
Yo.
Yo, that's my nigga, man.
It's like,
Yo, my nigga said, bro,
what the fuck?
shit is dick.
Yeah. He got tired of her saying, I don't know. He said, you know what? It's a dick pic.
Hey, you know what?
You know.
Wait. So
My nigga said, yo, it's been a couple weeks, but don't forget
was
this.
this during the daytime? He sent you pics or during nighttime?
oh, it was like oh, he did it on Christmas Eve once.
Oh shit! Nigga said, "Merry Christmas, nigga." My
said,
dick
yo,
in the box.
Listen, here's your gift.
My dick in the box.
Don't forget it. Here's your gift. Don't forget it.
Yeah.
Buy you a
So-
diamond.
Are there any men and women left in the world who don't cheat and are honest and loyal? I'm sure there are. Somewhere in the world.
Very rare, though. Very rare. The more money and status a man has, the less likely he is to be loyal to you. That's the reality. Men are only as loyal as their options most of the time.
Last one here. Why do people cheat? Because they're horny.
Want new pussy.
Why do you want new pussy?
Because, okay, you want new experiences, right?
We're tired of yours.
Why you're never gonna try it?
In general. Iceland.
Yeah. So well, the reason why is because men want variety. Like women like to explore new things and new experiences. Men kind of look at the same way, but it's with women. Men want men want variety of women. That's just how it is. Women want a variety of emotions with one man. Men want a variety of sexual options with women. That's just how it is.
So you're not loyal.
No, that's stupid.
Well, I disagree because I've seen a lot of relationships where like they were like I don't know, the couple like really loves each other. So I would challenge that notion.
That doesn't change the fact
I think
that he
that's
doesn't
your
want
experience though, like your experience. Like I honestly think like that doesn't speak for every single man in the billion out of the
I
billions.
never said all. I said a
Well,
majority.
Okay, then
And a
majority, but we still can't prove that though. We can't prove the majority out of the billion of people in the world that every guy wants a different girl. Like I just disagree with that notion.
You disagree with the reality and
That's
biology?
your reality.
I think it's American
Okay,
culture.
hold on.
American
That's
culture.
your
Hold on.
reality, though.
Look. This is what I mean when I say that so women are solipsistic in nature and don't understand another perspective. Men and women are biologically different, okay? That's an irrefutable fact. Men can bust nuts to the day we die, and we can bring thousands of kids to term, right? Because men have a less of a parental investment in the biological process of child creation than women do. So women have to be way more invested in the birth process because you guys carry the child. So this is why women are way more picky than men are, right? A couple of you said during the podcast that you're very selective. Men aren't as selective as women are. So men have a higher proclivity to want to have more partners. Now, with that said, some guys don't have the sexual market value or the status or the ability to get multiple women, so they'll sit there and say, I'm monogamous. But the reality is most men are monogamous by force, not through choice. If you give an average guy a couple $1 million in a Lamborghini, he's probably going to be fucking bitches tomorrow. That's the reality. Now, are there some guys out there that are super religious and going to be monogamous? Of course. But that's a minority of men. The majority of men, if given the option to cheat without being, losing their girlfriend or losing their family or whatever, will do it. It's just that they might not do it, but most men want multiple women. This is a biological fact. This isn't my opinion or what I think or my reality. It is reality.
But okay, I understand what you're saying. Like I understand all of that, but like I don't know. I just think that
You don't know, right?
it's not true for.
So you don't know
Like,
why. You just think it.
Because I do know.
Okay, so why is that?
But I myself think that there are people out there that do want to find the love of their life. Like
Men?
Men, yes.
Okay,
men
but are you aware of the fact that men can have the love of their life and still want to have sex with other women?
I just don't. Maybe I'm delusional.
Okay,
but
please answer the question.
I would
hold on. For 2 seconds. Are you aware of the fact that a man can easily love a woman but want to have sex with other girls?
I'm aware of that, but so can women too. Like, I mean, it's
not really.
Well, not really, because when a girl's with a guy, and you even admit it yourself, that women are from way more emotional. Like with a woman, if she's with a man that she truly loves and admires and respects, she's not gonna look at other men a lot of the times. Like, other men are invisible to her, but for us, we could be with the love of our life. We're still gonna want other girls, and if we got the chance to have sex with that girl without getting in trouble for it, we'll take it.
Even yourself, you mentioned the guy made you question yourself because he's doing some actions.
He wasn't the love of my life.
But before that, he didn't do anything. Why is that?
Like, because first off, I wasn't really like seeing him as someone I foresaw myself being with forever.
Understandable.
Like, so I guess that's why. Maybe.
But imagine if you really loved them, it would be even further where you wouldn't do anything with anybody else, right?
No, if I was with the partner of my life.
What's your argument here?
So I just don't agree that, like, I think it's like just kind of.
You don't agree that the sky's blue then?
What are you saying, bro?
You don't agree. You don't agree that the sky's blue.
Like, but can I ask you? So you think like every guy, regardless, he's with the love of his life? I never said every. Okay, well, majority.
Yeah.
You are stating that majority of men, although they're married to the love of their life, they have the opportunity to cheat. They're going to cheat on her. Like,
yes.
And I just disagree with that.
If they were able. If they were able to cheat without being caught and lose their money, their family, etc., and there wouldn't be any negative ramifications, they probably would do it. Like, for example, if their wife was like, you know what, that girl wants to sleep with you, you know what, I don't care, baby, go ahead, here's a free pass. They would take it.
Will you take it?
Here's a tip for you, huh?
Will you take it?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Women don't dictate shit about how I do things. Like,
well, are you in a relationship?
Yes. And I do what the fuck I want to do. I didn't bust my ass and make all this money so I could fuck one girl. That's stupid. And that's how a lot of men that make money think. Like, that's the reality. Like, men don't go out there and become successful and everything else like that to have a woman dictate how the fuck they're going to, live their life. The thing that made me attractive in the first place because I live my life on my terms. I'm not going to give that up because I get a girl. And she's fiercely loyal to me, right? Obviously, because that's a woman's job is to be loyal to a man sexually. And I'm loyal to her where she's the only girl I care about from that perspective. Men and women love differently, and we provide loyalty in different ways. And men don't provide loyalty through sexual fidelity. That's your job. That's a woman's job is to provide sexual fidelity. Men provide love loyalty, where I give a shit about you. I will protect and fight for you, right? I'll lay my life on the line for you. That's how men show loyalty. But women tend to conflate the two and think that we're the same and we provide loyalty the same. No, because men and women are different. We bring different things to the table, which includes the utility that we bring to the table. Your job as a female is to not be a whore and embarrass me. And my job as a man is to provide for you, take care of you, and fight and protect you and die if I need to keep you alive. That's more important. What's better? I think most women would prefer a guy that'll sit there and fight for them and die in the process than some pussy that'll sit there, I'll never cheat on you, but won't protect her in times of peril.
But I think so, like, also too, okay, imagine, like, there's this guy, he makes money, he's hot, he's married, and he's really, like, loves his wife, right? Like, so is he like, then you're saying he's, like, basically a pussy if he won't cheat on, like, act on his desires to cheat on her? Like,
I didn't say that. What I am saying is that if I put him in a room with his wife and I said, yo, your wife is not going to, you can go ahead and have sex with another girl. She's not going to care. She's actually okay with it. They'll take that opportunity. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Also, you're not seeing the guys that are married. They jerk off. They go to strip clubs. They sign up for OnlyFans because they want other girls. But to protect their marriage, they don't want to do it in plain sight. So the thing is, like, you're not seeing the behind the scenes that most men do to have that, like, aversion to their girlfriend or wife.
Yeah, men want variety. It is what it is. It's just that, like I said, most guys are monogamous by force, not because they want to be. It's because their girl will leave them or they don't have the ability to get another girl. But if they could, they would. This is why pornography, right, a lot of times is consumed by married men. Strip clubs are frequented by married men. Guys get sugar
Hooters,
babies,
Twin
Hooters, all that
Peaks.
shit. Yeah, men want variety. You know, women don't have the same thirst for male sexuality. That's why male strip clubs aren't a thing. There's no fucking restaurants that I could think of where guys wear nothing and serve women.
Yeah.
Women don't give a fuck about that. Women,
tell you this.
women don't need this. Women don't have the same sexual urge that men do. Women want promiscuity. They want to be sexual with just one guy. Men want to be sexual with as many women as possible.
I'll tell you this. You know why they're Hooters? Not for the wings. All right.
Because the food sucks. But what else? Were you going to say something else? I don't know if you...
No, I'm good. I just wanted to confirm.
God,
that I was on the right
look,
track.
I get it that I get it that it's difficult to hear, but that's what it is.
I
is
mean,
that,
I still like
Believe what you believe.
believe what I believe.
well, you're wrong.
Well, then you know what? That's cool. You don't always have to be right in life.
You should though. You should for your own sake.
So I'm telling you the sky's blue, and you're
Okay.
arguing with me and saying it's purple, and
But
you're gonna believe that it's purple.
That's a tangible scientific fact. You can't like prove what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, and like you could be right, but you can't really
I am right.
prove it.
I am right. Well, I could prove
But
it with. I
you
could prove it
can't.
with.
Wait. Hold on. What is more right? How you feel or facts and data behind what he's saying? What's more right?
Well,
Logically.
Do you
where's
have the data?
Do you have it?
Yes. It's online.
Okay.
It's
so
actually everywhere.
like okay.
So you're saying how I feel, my personal opinion versus facts. What's more relevant? What's more important?
I think for your world, like
My world?
for your own like life,
We're in the
right?
same world.
Right, I understand that. But like I'm okay. What I meant by world was like your own like life experience, right? I think it only matters what you
No, forget my experience. What is actually the facts behind all of our lives? What's actually there in front of us?
Right. I mean, I understand that. I'm just saying why can't
It be your way?
people just be
Okay,
like
look,
where they want to be?
look. Sometimes we got to tell people that they're low IQ. You're making low IQ statements right now, okay? Room temperature IQ type statements. If I'm telling you that a male's biology is designed for them to have sex with as many women as possible, which is why we can get a boner quickly, we get aroused very quickly, we can bust a nut quickly. Men typically want to have sex with as many women as possible. That's why when you see men that are celebrities or men that have status, etc., they almost always have affairs with other women. I mean, there's a trend here. You know, men are only as faithful as their options most of the time. Hell, your own relationship proved this. He was picking up a bitch on Halloween. Why was he doing that?
I didn't care though.
But that's not my
did
point.
care.
Like,
But that's not
I
even
mean-
that's not.
that's not like my
That has nothing
husband
to do-
picking up a bitch on Halloween. Like,
It illustrates my
I just,
point.
So
Can you be
don't
hold on,
like
hold on,
no.
hold on,
what
hold on.
what
Be
I'm
quiet,
saying.
be quiet, be quiet.
Okay, I'll
for 2
be quiet.
seconds.
I'm a woman, right?
The point I
It's my-
made earlier was
Is
that,
that it?
in your own relationship, the guy wanted other women. That's why you left him. That proves my point.
Right, but I wasn't married. Like, marriage is a sacred, like, important thing. And like what you're saying
There's
is
divorce.
like, oh, it's okay for men to just go cheat on their
I didn't
wives.
say it's
like,
okay. I didn't say it's okay.
I have a problem with that.
I didn't say it's
We're
okay.
not
I said
arguing-
most
like-
men. I didn't say it's okay. See, this is the
So
thing.
I think
You're
that's
hearing-
actually
Can
low
you shut up for
IQ
2 seconds?
to
Can you
go
shut up for
get
2
married,
seconds?
but I'm
Hold
gonna
on.
go cheat on you.
Be quiet. Shut up for 2
Okay.
seconds. Because you didn't have any answers earlier, but all of a sudden you got
I
fucking
see why you're
answers.
single, man.
Okay?
Good.
Like, I'm telling you that men and women are very different from a biological standpoint. This is a fact, okay? Men want to have sex with as many women as possible. Women typically want to get the best guy possible. It is what it is. I'm saying they're more likely to cheat than men want to cheat a lot of the times. They might not do it for personal reasons, religious reasons, but that doesn't change that they still want to do it. Now you're saying, well, I have a problem in a relationship, blah, 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 or a marriage. That doesn't really change anything because they're still going to want other women. It just comes
Whatever,
down to
man.
what they're able to do. What do you mean? What do you
I
mean,
just
whatever?
said whatever. Like you, like obviously it's not gonna go anywhere. I have a low IQ apparently.
You do, because I'm
Good.
telling you
'Cause,
that men
like,
and women
I have
are
a low
different
IQ
biologically.
because I believe like getting married means you're gonna be faithful to that person.
That's
so that's
cool.
low IQ.
No. That's
Apparently.
fine. But what I'm telling you is that men still want other women. You're saying you're making a moral
Right,
argument.
I-
I'm giving you
I
a very.
understand that,
I'm
but,
giving you a
like-
biological argument.
Okay, I
I never said it was
understand
right because you're hearing what you want to hear, and I'm just telling you this is how men think and this is what they are. You're saying, well, it's wrong to cheat in marriage. You're right about that. It is wrong to cheat in marriage. I never said it's right. But you're hearing what
Okay.
you want to hear.
Okay, that's not true because you did say like that you would cheat if you were married. So
No,
I
she
was
said.
just-
She said, "Are you loyal in your relationship?" I said, I have multiple.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be monogamous in my relationship."
so I don't like
not married.
understand.
I'm
yeah,
not married.
he's honest.
And then I'm honest with my girl. I told her
Yeah.
up front, I'm not going to be monogamous.
Yeah.
To you.
and she
Okay,
chose to
then,
be with
it's
him.
not cheating.
Then that's
I
your
love that point.
business.
So see
That's your
how
business.
you're hearing
But
what you want to hear? You're not really paying attention.
I disagree that I was hearing what I wanted to hear because you did.
You just assumed I was married.
I didn't say that. I didn't assume that.
Yes, you did.
Said if you were. You said if you were married.
Well, I didn't even say that because she asked if I was in a relationship. I said no. I said yes, but I'm not monogamous. She said, "Are you loyal in your relationship?" But I'm not married.
What's your name
Because your
again?
whole argument is based on marriage right now.
What's your name again?
Kayla.
I don't know Kayla.
Okay. Like, no, I know that. Okay, I understand what you're saying. I get it. The thing that I was like,
Bro, Kayla, grab the umbrella, man.
it was just like, if you're married, I know you're not married, but like, if you.
Because the problem is that you're listening with your feelings, and you're not listening with your ears. You're assuming things, and you're just making ridiculous. Well, I think this, and I think that. What you think and how the world really works are two different things. Men want other women. It is what it is. And your own relationship proves that point, which is what I'm trying to illustrate, that men a lot of the times are not naturally wired to be monogamous at all. And they don't want to be.
Kayla, can you make eye contact with Myron, please? There you go.
Why? Bro, I don't give a fuck if she makes eye contact with me.
whatever.
What's wrong with you?
No, it's funny, bro, but she's
She knows she's triggered right now,
Yeah,
but
she's
it's like,
triggered, bro.
but here's the thing. You didn't have answers throughout the whole pod. Now you want to argue with me about morality and shit. It's like, no, facts are facts. Like, men are not monogamous by nature. Men want as many women as possible. The only thing that holds men a lot of times from having as many women as possible is their financial status, their attractiveness, their ability to have game and charisma, etc. But if you leave a man to his own devices, they're going to have multiple women. That's how it goes. You know? Whether you agree with that is irrelevant. The facts are the facts.
At least he's being honest, though.
And I didn't say all men. I said a majority. So are there men out there that will be faithful in your dream world? Of course. But they're far and few between. And a lot of times you're not going to want them anyway because they're probably ugly and fat. That's why they're fucking monogamous. Ta-da!
Or weird.
You can also look at nature like animals. Like women are meant to be like loved and like have a kid, and then the like male like look at lions. The male lion is
roam.
going to have sex with many to like make a bigger population. That's just how it is. We have something in our body that makes us like more love because we are a baby machine to make the population bigger. That's just that is just facts. I hate to hear this myself, but this is just facts.
But you can still like, because everything he was saying, like, it's true, but the truth hurts. And like what she's saying, like, I get you, you know. But like all of my friends think like this, all of my friends, and I like, from my past relationship, I just everything he's saying, that's what I learned from my past relationship. I never expect anything from a man because I know they're never gonna be faithful. I just know, and that's when they be unfaithful. When they be unfaithful, I'm not surprised. I'm just like, okay, and it doesn't hurt me because, like, you know,
it's raining. What do you have? An umbrella. It rains on you, no umbrella, because she's preparing for the worst. You're not. You're assuming the best.
Well, why I don't understand why the notion of like negativity is pushed so hard. I think that's like it's just like depressing.
It's life.
But it's truth though.
But that's not true. There's a lot of beautiful things and people that happen in life. And why not think positively for once? Like,
no, you can think positive, but there's reality and truth. And if it's raining outside, you walk outside with an umbrella, you're gonna get wet.
Whatever.
I don't know.
like that's fine, then. You're not wrong though. Like,
What's negative about men
thinking
wanting
is
to
not-
be promiscuous? Like, I don't get, like, that's just a biological reality.
So just, you know what?
Fuck it.
Husbands can cheat.
I never said they can. I just said they have a
It's
higher
all
proclivity
great.
to.
That's wonderful. Great.
See, only females get the privilege of being morons like this. No offense. Like, see, the thing with men is that we have to live in reality, right? If we're fat, losers, stupid, we immediately get negative ramifications for being idiots. Women, you can kind of go through life and say, I don't know, to every answer and not really know how the world works.
I did answer
and
a
have
lot
an
of
idealistic
questions.
viewpoint on things and be fine. Make it 31 years old, relatively, naive, and be like, oh God, life is great. Like, for men, we have to accept reality. Most women don't like short guys. Most women don't like brokies. Most women don't like fat losers. Women don't want dorks. Hey, we have to either rise up and be attractive and get the women or not.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand, well, guys don't cheat, right? Yeah, like, I'm going to find my ideal knight in shining armor that's going to be great to me and make $100,000 plus a year, be 6'3", good looking, live in New York City, and be monogamous. See me? No, it's not real. And your own experiences have validated what I've told you. Yeah. Men want other women, Period. You even said to yourself, I couldn't trust him. Well, get ready to not trust a bunch of motherfuckers.
That is true.
I'm telling you how men really think, and you want to sit here and argue with me, and your own experiences validate what I'm telling you.
He's doing you a favor, by the way.
I'm doing you a favor telling you the truth. You're 31 years old. You ain't got much more time.
Yep. TikTok.
So you can accept the reality.
Yeah.
But being delulu is the delulu.
Right.
Living in a delusional world makes you feel better.
But thinking that is only going to get your heart broken by the end, you know?
Okay.
All right.
You are. You're
Okay.
31 and still single. You're delusional.
Yeah.
You are delusional. Clearly, it has your viewpoint of how the world works has not worked.
Yeah.
You know, it hasn't. You know, and time is ticking. 31 years old. You're 10 years past your prime. That's the reality.
Yep. TikTok.
You know what I mean? And you still don't got a guy. It's like you might want to change what you're doing. The definition of insanity is doing the same shit over again, expecting a different result. I'm telling you, men operate this way. If you don't like it, then cool. Then stay single. It's gonna be very difficult for you to find a guy. But yeah. Anyway. And if you don't like it, you can leave. You're more than welcome to leave at any time.
That is true.
But if you want to sit here and sulk and cry and be a weirdo and shit,
fine. Like.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. All right. Some more chats here and then we'll close out.
Yep.
Moneybag O says, Mike from Brooklyn, I've opened 4 retail stores. I'm 29, and soon I'm going to be so rich that I'll be circles with the likes of Tate Brothers, Fresh and Fit, etc. Keep your foot on these next brothers. All assalamu alaikum, Myron, free Palestine.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, man. Free Palestine.
Cam Time says, can y'all get the girls to play that Jenga questions game again if y'all still have it?
It's somewhere in the back.
Yeah, we should next time.
Yeah. See, the thing is, when we bring shit out like that, people cry and complain, man.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Well, who's crying though? Like.
No, in general.
what the?
Not you.
Bro, what's your?
In general.
Yo, you have a very hold on, stop. You have a very bad habit of hearing what you want to hear versus not hearing, but versus hearing what the hell's actually going on.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
The world doesn't fucking revolve around you. You have a very bad habit of assuming I think this way, so everyone should think this way. I heard this, so this is what it is. I've caught you like 4 times now with this very bad solipsistic habit. You are a narcissist.
Well, she is a model, so.
Yeah, I am. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Like literally, I'm reading a chat that has nothing to do with her. Who's crying? We're talking to you, bro.
Say I was crying.
No, not
But
you.
we're not talking about you.
Okay. Sorry.
Like
I
the chat.
apologize, honestly. Apologies.
All right. What the
Oh my
fuck,
God,
man?
bro.
Alvin Sam.
Yo.
Here's a study about male promiscuity from Wagner College. Men are naturally hardwired for promiscuity. Monogamous marriage has an inherent defect. Okay?
Okay. You want to know where all the guys that agree that men and women are the same and agree wholeheartedly with your filthy fidelity standards in the friend zone. And I know you've noticed this, so why don't you grab one of those guys and marry them then? Well, no, remember she said that she'd rather be single for life than get with one of those
Yeah,
guys
pretty
that were in
much.
the
I
friend
mean,
zone.
okay.
We asked you earlier in the show. We were like, all the girls here, hey, would you rather have sex with your guy in the friend zone or be single for life? And all of you pretty much said you'd rather be single for life.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
cool.
but like,
Come on, man.
What? Go ahead. Yeah, but what? Like
I
what?
don't want to
Go ahead.
get back into this.
Go ahead. What? Say what you were
Like,
gonna say.
It's just so. Then we should lower our standards then to
Yeah.
have the friend zone guy.
Yeah.
If I okay.
No,
Just
I mean, no.
confirm.
You don't have to lower your standards. No, absolutely, don't lower your standards. Keep your standards high. What I'm saying though is, if you have high standards, that guy's gonna have standards too, and that's gonna be other women.
Okay.
Are you okay with that? Keeping your
Sure.
standards high.
You know what? Fuck it. It's great. It's
Fuck it.
fine.
It's fine.
It's all good. It's biology.
It's biology.
I mean,
What the fuck,
okay,
bro?
you have high
That's what
standards.
you
You're picky
said.
with men, right?
I guess because if they have to have a good personality and
Okay.
looks and whatever. Then
Okay, so would it be fair to say that most men don't rise up to your needs and wants because you're picky?
Sure.
Okay, so a minority of men are attractive to you then.
I guess that's what it is.
If you're picky, that by definition, that means that a minority of men are attractive to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what do you think is more common? Attractive guys like him or attractive women?
I guess attractive women. I guess.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, good
Okay.
Job, Kayla.
But,
So-
but that's
So you see the math discrepancy here? That there's more beautiful women than there are attractive men?
I
So who has the
understand-
leverage?
Come on, Kayla.
I understand that. Like, I was talking about the whole marriage thing. That's what just didn't sit right with me.
It triggered you.
But yes, it did.
But think about that. If you marry the guy, that means he's even a better pick, right?
Yep.
Sure.
So if
Like I
you're
said,
if
yeah.
you're marrying a top shelf guy, other women are gonna want him probably, right? Matter of
guess.
fact, when women see a ring, they want him even more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
All right,
I'm
Kayla.
just saying, if you can't have high standards and get mad when that guy, other women want that guy, and he actually partakes in it a lot of the times, which they do.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
All right. Kayla, Chris is right. Show some respect to Myron and have the decency to look at Myron when you're talking to him instead of getting triggered.
That's fine, bro. I'm trolling, man.
With females, bro. You know
Right, bro. Yeah, she.
I apologize, Myron.
It's
that I
was
didn't
nice.
look you in the eye.
That was nice.
And that I got triggered. Next time I'll meditate on it more.
Okay, we'll
I'm
start.
just telling you how men think, man.
Okay.
You could take it or not. I mean, a lot of girls,
That's a good sport.
like,
That's a good sport.
they take my advice and like, you know what? Thank you for explaining why my last relationship didn't work. Or
Yeah.
damn, now I understand men better now, so I'm able to kind of.
Well, it's like I didn't really want my last relationships to work though. So I could have cared less if they had like
Whose fault is that though?
Wait, what?
no, like, cause you're saying that, oh, like the situationship guy or whatever, like was out. I couldn't trust him. Well, I didn't really care though.
So then why were you there? Why were you taking
Because,
time and energy to talk to
Well,
this guy?
it was because I had just broke up with my last relationship.
Oh, so you wanted to be there.
And then I was like,
Yeah, whatever.
Got it.
Yeah.
What about you?
I went about as expected,
Damn.
but I had fun. And thank you for having me on.
All right.
Last question for you, Kayla. What do you know? Never
I
mind.
know a lot, actually.
Never mind. What about you?
I came here and I didn't know anything. Like, I haven't seen the show and anything. Like, yeah, I liked it. It's just, like, different, because English and, and I feel like I could have answered a lot of questions better, but, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
You
Because
stupid.
in my head, they make sense. Like, in my head, I'm thinking about it, but I answer differently,
At least you're kind of based, though.
Based, what's that?
Like you understand
Yeah.
the truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask you something before we end this?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
God.
One advice for the people from this all experience that you have all the days.
The best advice I'll tell girls is don't be a whore. Don't put ridiculous photos of yourself on the internet. And then when you get with a guy, understand the more attractive the man is, the more likely he is to have other women. Accept that truth. And if you want a guy that's going to be more faithful to you or monogamous, get a lower status guy. So he doesn't have the chances to cheat on you as much. That's what it comes down to. But if you want a top shelf guy that's tall and attractive and makes money, other women are going to want him too. So just be the main girl and be happy with that. And if he goes and fucks another bitch every now and then, hey, who cares? You're the main girl.
Fresh.
I would say if you want to have a man or family, understand what men want. Because if you don't, you're spinning your wheels.
Yeah.
You think you know what a man wants,
Yeah.
but you really don't.
Yeah. And
You're
what
assuming.
you want a lot of the times is not what he wants.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
We're not equal in that
We're
sense.
not equal, yeah. You want money and status. We don't give a shit about your money or any of this stuff. Just don't embarrass us when we walk into a party and everyone's like, oh, we all fucked your girl or some shit like that. Like, that's crazy, you know? So I think if women understood that stuff, they'd be able to understand men better. And then, because here's the thing. If I tell you guys are going to cheat, well, at least you could brace yourself and be ready for it. But, if you follow the Disney fairy tales like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get a man that's 6'5" that makes, $100,000 a month that's going to treat me seriously and only marry me and only be loyal to me, well, then it's going to hurt a lot when you find out he fucked 10 girls that month.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, hey, you want a top shelf guy? You're going to have to deal with top
what
shelf
about
problems.
like STDs
Oh, here we go.
though?
Here we go.
Like I'm
Oh,
just
God,
wondering,
bro.
should I prepare for that then? Like,
yeah,
'cause
I mean,
if you're fucking 10 girls in a month, the statistics, the science also shows that that's the.
well, that's a conversation. That's a conversation that you
I'm
have
just
with your
wondering
man.
how to prepare. Since
That's a conversation you have with your man, and you tell
Okay.
him, "Look, I know you love me, and you're gonna have other women. Okay, that's fine, but just don't bring a disease to me."
Okay.
And if you honestly have that conversation, like he's like, "All right, cool, I ain't gonna bring," or he just uses a condom with you, whatever.
Well, Kayla, don't withhold sex. Simple as that. If you get mad with your man, don't say, I ain't gonna fuck you, nigga, because he'll fuck some other bitch.
Okay.
So simple as
That
that.
helps,
like,
too.
Yeah, it helps. Like, just
All
like,
men cheat, so pick the one that's good for you. And
all right, virgin.
W
All right, end the
Iceland.
show right there.
She took her. Hey,
I've never been cheated on before, but I see on the internet all the time.
All right.
Like you have to pick one, and you have to have self-love. You're gonna love your children.
Beyonce
you're
got
gonna love
cheated on.
yourself.
Yep.
Kobe's wife got cheated on.
Kobe.
It's like I'm trying to prepare the
R.I.P.
women for
It's
the
like-
new
No,
for the
yeah,
future.
Just
It's like,
many
who are you?
women,
Pick up the
many
best man.
women don't have self-love. They have to get love and affection for somebody else. They're depending their love from a man.
Yeah.
They should have more self-love
Hey,
Well-
and love their children.
I'm not gonna lie, you need it too.
Bro.
What?
Icy saved me. All right, cool.
Hey, what?
You guys ready?
Okay.